Guys, it's January 13th, 2021, and the year goes on. In this negative era, I think it's time to start pointing out positive things. And so, in that light, I would like to point out that in spite of the economy and in spite of the depression, there are still some very successful businesses out there that are still going. I know some of you are hurting. I know some of you have lost jobs and taken pay cuts. But I think the one thing that this should have brought to light, this COVID quarantine of 2020, actually the entire year, everything was just kind of messed up, wasn't it? But I think, for me anyway, it made me realize what's important. Not realize, it made me remember, because I've always realized it. It's just that you get so caught up in the day-to-day problems, my truck breaking down, the state comptroller freezing my account because I forgot to file the state taxes. Just problem after problem after problem after problem after problem in 2020. But you know what happened also? Families grew closer. Even as they were forced apart, families grew closer together. The concern that they felt for each other was genuine. People are genuinely concerned for the welfare, the health, and the mental state of their family and their close friends. Now, unfortunately, there are some people who slipped further and further into depression and into a dark space during this quarantine and COVID-19 thing, and it's forced them to make some really bad decisions, some shoot yourself in the foot decisions, and they're doing that, I assume, out of just pure frustration. I've had clients, had a bad day. I showed up 30 minutes late and they cussed me out. And I just sat there and I was like, ma'am, I'm sorry. If you'd like, I can still continue to do this job, or I can reschedule and you can call somebody else. I'm not sure what's happening here, but I don't work under these conditions. So I hope you have a great day. We can reschedule for another day. And that's it. I try not to hold it personal. I try not to say, you know what, screw these people forever. Because I too have been in a dark spot. I too have been low. And I too have lashed out. Not recently, not within the last couple of years, but it was my go-to thing to feel hurt, make a stupid mistake, shoot myself in the foot somehow, and then be mad when nobody came to the rescue. My friends, that is one of the worst things you could do to yourself and to those that love you, is to constantly be messing up to get the attention of people that love you. Right now, I assume that if you're not asking for help, you're doing okay. I assume that if you're not, if you're not asking for help, then you're fine. That's what I assume now. However, with friends, like you should be doing, with friends like you and me, I'll check on you. I'll drop a simple text. I'll say, hey, how's your day going? How did this happen? What did you do last night? And if you give me simple, short answers like, fine, nothing, okay, I'll probe once. Because I want to make sure that you know, not because I'm nosy, I want to make sure that you know that I'm here to listen, okay? I am. I'm here to listen. I'm not going to judge you, okay? I'm no saint, but I will listen to you. I will hear you out, and I will let you vent. Because right now, I think that is the greatest gift we can give one another, is some patience, some understanding, some compassion, and also a good shoulder to cry on if they need it. Now, there are some people that are so far gone in their depression and in their rage and in their bitterness and in their anger. And trust me, I know because I was that person. I was that person. And if you only knew how bad I used to be, you would be amazed that I'm sitting here talking to you or walking here talking to you like this. Because it used to be all F this, F that, F you, F them, F the world. I don't care. They mean nothing. Nothing hurts me. Nothing gets through to me. Nothing bothers me because I hate all of y'all. If I hate y'all, how can you hurt me? I already hate you. You know, that type of thing. And really what I hated was myself and my situation, but I was lashing out at the world. I understand that. I understand when you do it to me that you are lashing out at the world. But understand this. My peace and my happiness were hard won. So yes, I will listen, I will help. But if you're doing what I used to do, which is continuously shooting yourself in the foot in order to garner attention, whether it be negative attention or whatever, I can't be around that anymore. I can't be party to that. You know why? Because I'm going to be your crutch. I will be your crutch, and you'll just use me to keep helping you resolve problems that you create for yourself. God, this is some wisdom that I'm kicking y'all that I learned the hard way. I did hit rock bottom. But what I don't want is for you to hit rock bottom. If I can stop you before you hit the bottom, and I've done that for several people, then I'll be glad that we met. I'll be glad that we talked. But if you continue, I have to just walk away because there are other people out there that could be my tribe, that could appreciate my energy, and whose energy I could appreciate. Because let's be real, there is a hidden world that none of us see, but we feel all the time. A hidden energy. And that unseen energy, like Nikola Tesla told us about, is our consciousness, our emotions, our feelings, our chakras, our chi, our whatever you want to call it, Qui-Gong, anything. You can sense this energy. It's known to exist. Masters know how to use it. But in everyday things, you know how it affects people? It gives you anxiety when you don't know what you're feeling. It gives you fear when you don't know what you're feeling. So to that end, I say this, if I'm not the person you can talk to, find somebody. You know, we do have Buddhist temples here. We do have Hindu temples here. We have Christian, we have Baptist, we have counselors, we have priests, we have every type of person you could imagine. Find an elder in your family. But talk, and look at your life and say, am I living a delusion or am I based in reality? And what is it in life that I want that will make me happy? Because right now, oh my God, the economy's in the toilet. Depression era rations might go into effect. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But through it all, we can definitely uplift each other. I have been uplifted. My God, my mom has been one of my biggest supporters. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful to have a closer relationship now with my family. And she made me some tacos the other day, just bacon and egg. And the simple pleasure of eating a meal that your mom made was overwhelming. You really do taste the love. And so ask yourself, what is it that can make me happy 2021? I mean, God, let's not state the obvious. I want $2 million, I want a yacht, I want to travel the world. That would make everybody happy. What would make you personally happy? For example, for me, personally happy. I would love my business to be successful enough to have a crew. Say 3 employees, 3 or 4 employees. What would make me happy is saving up for a trailer that I can fix up and use to haul around. Right now I just rent one. I'm not going to let it stop me that I don't have one. But I would like one that I can customize to my own personal needs. That would make me happy. Seeing my niece and nephew in plays and sporting events from their school, that makes me really happy. Being invited to a home-cooked meal, even if they just wrap it up in a foil and tell me, here you go, take it to go, that puts a big smile on my face. I have a friend, Joshua. We haven't hung out in over 2 years, but every week or so we call each other and we invite each other over or invite each other to hang out. And we never do, but we continuously call each other and keep inviting each other just to let each other know that we're in our thoughts. We're in each other's thoughts. A lot of prayers. And I think I shock people a lot because I use the word love freely. Say, love you, bro. And I mean it. I'm not saying that as a good job, dog. When I say I love you, bro, I mean that I am glad you're in my life. I love you, sis. You know, I sometimes call women sis because chicks is passe. But I'm like, I love you, sis. Keep it up. And I mean that. When I say I love you, I mean that the loss of you in my life would be felt. Because I love you. This isn't one of these, oh, I love the world and I love all the trees. And I'm like Brick from Anchorman. I love lamp. I love book. No. I love people because I know them. Their frailties and their strengths. I love people because I've seen them pull themselves up from nothing. You know? And many people that I've seen come up were at the very bottom emotionally. And they pulled themselves up. And they're maintaining and they're getting through day by day. And I think that you and me can do the same. You know? Everybody always says, oh, just focus on love. What is love? Just do things with love. Love the world. Love this. Love that. I'm going to be honest with you. Start in the morning with loving yourself. Okay? Make yourself a nice cup of coffee. Make yourself, buy for me, it is good coffee. It is good toast with a nice deli slice of ham, toasted, almost brown, some cheese, and a hard-boiled egg. That is my pleasure. That is how I say, Julio, I love you, man. Here, something delicious and healthy to eat. Here, some delicious coffee. It's not a lot. It's simple pleasures. But life is full of all these tiny little simple pleasures. Okay? They're not Instagram moments. They're not moments you're going to post. They're not any of that. It is the little tiny simple pleasures. Like, for example, one time recently, I went to Central Market and I found some coffee. Oh, I think it was Kenyan. I'm thinking it was from Africa. And I couldn't really afford it, but I bought a half a pound of it. And, man. Let me put it this way. That was some good coffee for about a month. I was using it so sparingly. But it was a simple pleasure. And every time I drank that cup of coffee, it made me feel good. And I ask you, go find your simple pleasures. Everything doesn't have to be on Instagram. You don't always have to be dressed up to be happy. You don't always have to be showing off to be happy. Find love in what you do. I love painting. I love eating right, and I love working out. I love hiking, and I love walking with Buddy. And so I try to do that as much as possible. However, whatever your love is, do that. And here's the thing. Invite people into the things you love. You never know. They might love it too. Or, at the very least, they'll reciprocate, hopefully, and invite you to do something you've never done. For example, I've got a friend who does that frisbee golf. They've invited me a couple of times, but since it was in the winter recently, I'm not going to go. I don't like being out in the cold that often unless I'm working. But come this spring, Yeah, you're probably going to find me on a frisbee golf course or disc course or whatever. And yeah, you're probably going to see me hiking places that I've never hiked before and, that are within reach. No, you probably won't see me in New York partying in Manhattan or in Vegas or walking Wilshire Boulevard or any place like that because I can't afford that right now. I'm living my reality. My reality is I can take a trip to the coast maybe. I can take a trip to Lake Travis in Austin. But my business right now requires me to be here, to save up, and to stay home. So be it. It's not the end of the world. It's not going to be this way forever. So what I'm saying for now, to get through 2021, find something you love. Find people you love who give that energy back. And you're going to find happiness. That's it, guys. Good luck and have a great day.